something that's a common misunderstanding, so I'm calling you back because I want to explore it. So some people decomposed 10 and 4 to 10 plus 4 and 15 to 10 plus 15 and realized that, oh, we already know 4 times 5 equals 20. And I already know 10 times 10 equals 100. So my answer must be 120. So let's see if that works. So I can use my model, and I know it's 10 more. So I could go 10 more to get to 14, 10 more than 5 to get to 15, and then go ahead and do my area model. And notice I had it broken down because this matches with like the hundreds. So easily you can see like if this is 100, 40, 20, 50. That doesn't work. So what's wrong with that? And then I would explore it with students. Okay, so like, but notice in the plan that I anticipated that misconception to have a plan for. Okay, so I'm going to stop now. For the modeling. Yes.
So like, suppose there was a student that was like still confused about like 1 place and 10 place. Would you stop and like recap about it, or would you say like understand the best you can? We'll talk about it after class.
No, I mean I think it's important to stop. And plus, like here you got tens. Like this is why I like this model, is because it's concrete here in terms of like there's 10, and if you have your base 10 blocks, this matches. Okay. So you can actually line this up and see that this is 10. Okay, and each one of these little centimeter, that's why I specifically use the centimeter grid paper for this lesson, each one of these centimeters actually fits a 1 block, 1 cube.
Okay, so you kind of like explain it a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to go.
Yeah.
Do you want to add to that?
Oh, sorry. I just had a question. Yes. Is there a way to break it down to where like it can be easier to do eventually, or?
Yeah. Eventually, yeah. Okay. But like this would be like introductions, because what I want to do, like really what this lesson is and the engineering material is I'm building on the prior knowledge. Okay, and what did you notice how I did that? What did I do to go from this problem to this problem? Look at the plan or think about what I...
4 and 5, you get 4 and 5 the same.
Yeah. Okay, but how did I make sure that you, the students, were aware of that? What did I purposely plan?
You asked questions.
Yeah, I planned that stop and jot to focus you on like what's the same, what's different. Okay, so that the numbers are more, you can use the same process. Okay, so like if you go back to the plan, think about how did I guide your thinking, because I really had to think like what do I want you to be thinking through this process so that you're able to do the objective. Okay. Yeah.
And I think to address Randy your question like a little more, but like I think what you're also getting at is like if there's a kid who's really far behind and is just like so baffled by the like 10 in one's place, I think it's a judgment call because there's like no specific answer whether or not you should, but I think like what Melissa just described with like re-explaining how like inform the 10 using a base 10 block, and then after you've done that, I would be like, if someone is still really confused, you know them, that's when you gotta check in with during guided practice, but you can't derail the other like 20 people in class.
So just like explaining the concept briefly given what we're learning right now. So like she would use this area map to explain 10 to 1 right now, but that's not necessarily how I would do it later.
Yeah, I would use the base 10 list. In my classroom, like I may have 2 students still doing this with manipulatives. 3 students doing it with the area model, 5 students using the box method. Okay, but when I'm introducing it, like if the students still need manipulatives, they're going to have manipulatives, so that's completely different. Okay, but what I really want to highlight is this idea of thinking about what you're doing and thinking about what students are doing. Okay, and then integrating these different ideas into your lesson plan in a really purposeful, strategic way that's aligned with your key points, because then you'll have a much more dynamic introductory material. Okay, because hopefully that felt dynamic. I know we're tired. It's very stuffy this room. So I know Laura has some announcements.
Okay, so as you move into, on the calendar, there's time to have observations of each other or like work